He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Mustangs headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will go to work first. Headed out to lead this team is John Mateer. We're expecting a masterclass in quarterback play as these two get set to square off.
Two outstanding quarterbacks going head-to-head in this one, Dave. And both of these guys had opportunities either to go to the league or transfer in the portal. They were offered lots of money. They decided to stay at their respective schools, knowing that this matchup was going to happen. And these are two guys right now jockeying for individual awards. They're jockeying for draft position. More than that, though, they want to get to the playoff and compete for a national championship.
Two alphas, right? Like two guys that are the dudes for their squad. They know it. They've been on these teams. They're the leader of their teams. How do they handle this big-time moment? Who presses? Who tries to do too much and maybe cost their team a little? Both these guys have been great. This is a big stage.
Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sategna. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's complete to the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Robinson. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Things looking really good for this offense on their first drive of the game. They've been able to get it done a lot of ways. An explosive play there in the running game. Great vision. He's able to break out.
Big guy tries to barrel in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So the SMU Mustangs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Mustangs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. From the gun, running back on the move.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. It's complete on the right side. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. There's some room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to get it in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They're going to run it. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Mustangs! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. There he goes! And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Some misdirection with the counter. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Works the middle of the field. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football all week long.
It's a seam wide open, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Picks up the 1st down. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. New set of downs after the completion. Grab behind the line. It's Harris.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Buying some time. Quarterback's got the first. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent. You've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
And the Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Gets rid of it. Working that left side now. Turns on the Jets. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. To the air, it's Mateer. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes a grab on the shot. Kearney on the Jets. Touchdown, SMU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
Black 14! Black 14!
Right back to it. Got a little grass. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Sategna. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Handoff to Xavier. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And they got it.
And the defense finally gets home. They get their 1st sack of the day. This is a defense, they can pressure the quarterback. This is not normal. Last week they had 5 sacks, so you're used to this defense getting after quarterbacks.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, good. And they go back on top.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Carter. stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Robinson. Snowed under by the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Rushes on him. Finds his big tight end. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Move.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Red 18. Tip.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Big fella moving. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the Mustangs respond. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way.
And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He caught it! Touchdown Mustangs! They've got the lead here in the fourth. And the Mustangs respond.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop?
And he pumps it up inside the 20. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Got a man. It's Sategna. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down on the home team sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field.
Could be an alley. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Using the quick game. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Touchdown, SMU! Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On fourth down, going to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Made a defender miss. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the air. Unleashes one. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Vatier. Hauls it in. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay, right? Giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires on the move. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Lets it fly. Pass is batted down, knocked away, incomplete, complete, and this linebacker in pass coverage is up to the task. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Under fire. He sacked this defense all over him. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great